Welcome to the I'm a Keeper Show. Where it's not about me, it's all about you. And today we are talking about a variety of different topics. But the one thing that we're talking about is when you have taken the Sister Keeper pledge, the I Define Me pledge to say, I am who I am, but people are always trying to tell you how to define yourself. So we asked all of the girls in our circles today, all the girls say, hey.
Hey.
We want to know, when you hear that line, I am who I am, what does I am who I am mean? I am who I am because what?
I am who I am because who else is going to be me?
Who else is going to be you? That's important. So when you say who else is going to be you, how do you define yourself? What is one thing about you that you feel like you're different than everyone else?
I care about people, and I also don't care about people. Like, I can care about you enough to let you go, but if I feel like you need not to be let go of, I'm not going to do it.
So if you feel like they're worth the
If you're worth
conversation.
my time, I got you. But if you're not, deuces.
Okay, deuces. Anybody else agree with that or disagree?
Deuces.
Agree? I am who I am because what?
My struggles,
Tell me about that.
like kind of like being biracial and stuff. Like everybody tries to define me whether I'm black or I'm white, and I stand up and say like, no, I'm both, and stuff like that.
Everybody has struggles, but the fact that you are truly defining yourself at this age and stage of your life, I think it makes you stronger at the end of the day. Because, I mean, how many of y'all can snap to say struggles are hard? You know, especially when you're trying to define, like, you can't change who you are. You're beautiful inside and out. And I think that's the one thing that people see. And so, you know, but the other thing you mentioned about your struggles is when people say, I don't see color. How do you feel about that?
I don't really know. It's like some people say I don't see color, but then they really do, and they kind of like judge you off of stereotypes.
Yes. So we don't like to be judged off of stereotypes because you're an I Define Me girl and you define you. That's why you know who you are. That's right. Snap it up for her. Okay, so I am who I am. Talk to me about that because
I am who I am is because of the way I speak, and the reason I say that is because no one's going to speak for you. You might as well speak for yourself. And so when you, like, whenever someone doesn't say something right and you know it's not right, you're going to speak for yourself and speak for other people who can't.
you know, that's so deep. She says that she's a keeper. I believe you're a keeper. You talked about earlier speaking up for people who may not speak up for themselves, or bullies that see things happening but they don't address it. You also talked about how people can be insensitive when social media, like what is it called?
Like TikTok or something like that?
TikTok, like that. And what were you saying about influencers?
How people make jokes about them, and then the second people say that's like kind of rude, they try to defend themselves and say it's right when it's not. And I know the influencers definitely get hurt, but they don't say anything because they know people attack them if they do.
So at the end of the day, you feel like it's important that I am who I am because you have a voice and you will not just stand up for yourself but for others.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. Anybody else want to share? Yes, I am who I am because
I'm one of the people that I'm mostly overprotective. I'm very overprotective of like my friends, family. If we're like really close friends, I'll be really overprotective.
So you are a keeper because you're overprotective. So have you ever heard of the word empath? Where people say that you feel everybody's emotions and feelings and you're protective of that. So that's cool. So I like it that you guys definitely know who you are and how you define yourself. Would you like to say why you're a keeper? Because it's important that we all know that I'm a keeper. So at the count of three, who's a keeper? I'm a keeper. And the line for today is I am who? I am who I am. Thank you.